Okay, YouTube, this is Rocky and I'm uploading another video. I'm also coming at you with some revelations or things that I've discovered. And I think that I don't know what I gotta find what the meaning of revelations is. But what this video is about, that there are more means to weight loss and fitness than I've been aware of. I have been watching advertisements for products that I see as gimmicks, that basically help people sculpt their bodies and help with weight loss and help with cellulite and things like that. And I suffer from all of that. I suffer from all of it. And I was on Pinterest, and there were a couple of devices that were there to help reinforce muscle growth or little gadgets that help with cellulite and things like that. And I was about to dismiss it as a gimmick. But my mind said, what if? What if that is something that could be a part of your weight loss regimen that you can use that would help keep you engaged in that part of your mind that is, like how kids, when we like toys, and we still, I think, have that part of our minds to us where we like toys and entertainment and we like to play, with things. And I think that somewhere, somebody has learned how to take our love of entertainment and toys and turn it into something helpful for us. So I decided not to dismiss these devices as gimmicks. Yeah. I don't think they're gimmicks anymore. I think, it's causing me to just bring everything into question. Well, if it's a gimmick, then what is a Pilates machine? If it's a gimmick, then what are exercise bands? And I think that is what has kept me from investing in certain devices. When you think about exercise, the first thing you think about is exercise equipment, those big, huge, bulky bikes and treadmills and things like that. And what if there are engineers and scientists that have been working their whole lives to make fitness tools, to make health tools readily available to the average consumer, without having to wait to go to a doctor or having a consultation that takes for hours and have them tell you that, those things that you already know, that you're overeating, you're eating the wrong things. And that can be depressing. But I'm seeing a lot of gadgets that I think, to myself, I'm like, if I had this, it would be so much fun. I don't think it would. I think what it's called is taking yourself too seriously. And I think when it comes to something like our appearance, we take it really seriously because we're so invested in how we are perceived and how we look. But I had a thought in the back of my mind that just says basically, slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit and really think about what it is you want on this journey. Is it just to lose weight? Because although there are a lot of failures as far as weight loss, there are so many successes. And there are so many solutions that are geared towards so many body types, so many genetic types, so many people who have demands about their body. And I think there's a voice in the back of my mind, and I know it's me, I know it's my subconscious, says, you know what? I really want to enjoy this. I went to the doctor today. I have lost 10 pounds, 10, and I'm basically um, holding steady at my current weight, and so therefore I'm holding steady, and therefore I know there to be, more weight loss as long as I continue to eat what I'm eating and how I'm eating, and I continue to exercise and be active and be fit. And I know this. But am I really enjoying it though? Am I really taking stock in my own behavior and in my own satisfaction with life and myself? And I say, no, I'm not. I feel like I'm on this weight loss journey because it is expected of somebody who's overweight, and it is expected of somebody who wants to improve their health. But why can't you have fun while you're doing it? Why does it have to be hard? Why does it have to be an experience that is embarrassing, that is grueling, that is sadistic and cruel? Why do you have to be that way to yourself? Because like I said, while we were putting on the weight, we were having fun with different types of foods and things that we had not, ice creams and pizzas and cakes and things like that. So why is it, with the fitness market being what it is, can't we find a tool or device that is going to allow us to have fun while we're losing weight? I mean, I feel better about not over consuming sweets and cookies and ice cream and all these carbohydrates and fats that only lead to depression. Because one thing about enjoying those foods is I still want to be able to enjoy them. Like if I'm going out with my friends, if I'm going out with my kids to celebrate things, I still want to be able to enjoy them, but I want to be able to have fun. I don't want to have to remind myself, oh my God, I got to go for a 20-minute run. I do want to remind myself that I can pick up a small tool or a small pair of elastic bands, bump out a workout for 10 and 20 minutes, and still kick my metabolism up into, to fat burning mode, and be able to, still enjoy, because that's the reality of it. It's the reality of being a person. It's the reality of being a human being. The non-reality of it is when you're gaining weight. But it's when you're gaining weight. But there's always a reason why you're gaining weight. So it's not really a guessing game. It's not really a puzzle. What it is I don't know. It's a call to, I think, re-examine yourself. Because the reason why, I've had two beautiful children, and I know that my body has gone through a metabolic change. It has gone through, and my body has to, and as we get older, we know that those, that highly impacts it as well. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people, as they get older, and women particular, and men as they get older, and they start to gain weight, they kind of become disillusioned about getting in shape, because there is the belief that, oh, I'm older, I don't have that many years left on this earth, so, why is it necessary? But even while you're on this earth, you still want to be able to enjoy yourself, whether you're young or old. While you're young, I've had issues with my weight since I was young, but I became active, I became an athlete, I became a cheerleader, and there were always, I had that time and that energy to dedicate my life to something else. But as far as adults go, we become very apprehensive about taking on new challenges, new endeavors in our lives that would draw attention to certain aspects of our eating and our behavior that we feel, that other people would find embarrassing, or that other people will laugh at. And, though as adults we would think that we would grow out of that we would become more individualized, and we become more self-motivated and self-guided, It's still not the case, surprisingly. It is still not the case. Um, Me starting a YouTube channel would not be looked on as something that was positive by a lot of people in my age group. Um, After having two kids, you're a mom, that's for younger people. And if I left everything up to younger people, I think I would be crazy. Yeah, I think I would be plumb nuts. Because it is people in my age group who notice the need for fitness. Without having to run a marathon, without having to become a bodybuilder, without having to, dedicate myself to an unrealistic fitness standard. And I think that the development of fitness and exercise that we can do, in our spare time is definitely been beneficial for the average person suffering from diseases or ailments that can be cured from just by you moving. From just by you moving, from just by you being inspired or motivated to make a change. So that has that has been such a positive aspect of why I decided to start my YouTube channel, because I had done it before. I had all the tools, but I wanted to document this journey because there is somebody out there, I think, who can learn, or who knows basically what it is that I'm talking about when I say long-term goals. Like the average person who's trying to lose weight, they don't know anything about metabolism. They don't know anything about aerobic and anaerobic heart rates. They don't know, they know fads. They know diet fads. They know diet pills. They know the latest trends in losing weight. But the people that I know that have lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds and have kept them off have taken their time and done research about proper nutrition, a balanced diet, and exercise, and they've dedicated their life to a fitness regimen that keeps them energized and that keeps them motivated and keeps them in a mindset of the success that they've achieved, that reminds them daily, you were this many pounds and look where you are now. And you don't owe it to a diet pill, and you don't owe it to a fad, and you don't owe it to your youth, but you owe it to yourself, because you decided to embark on an endeavor to improve yourself, improve your health, and improve the quality of your life. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people who have weight loss videos and weight loss success stories, I don't think they understand. But the issue for me is to help people understand that. Because the worst thing in the world that anybody who has joined a diet fad is going to have to understand is when they begin to put that weight back on, and it's not going to come in it's going to come back in huge increments of weight, because you're only doing it because of that trend. You're only doing it because of that fad or that diet pill or I don't know, because your friends are doing it or somebody else. But when you can sit to yourself and say, you know what, I need to make a change in my life about how I look, about how I'm eating, or I am going to continue to be obese, I'm going to continue to have these health problems, and that's not fair to you to think that. It's just not fair to you. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your body. It's not fair to you as you get older. And I think as you get older, your quality of life should not be filled with unnecessary and unreasonable pressures, like how you're perceived, or what you have, what you should be, what you should look like, what you should have accomplished in your lifetime. Because I don't know, I just feel that way. I just feel that way because I'm an older person. I've had 2 children and I know what my weight gain is related to. But at the same time, I went to the doctor and I realized how big I had gotten. And then I realized that I was beginning to suffer from a lot of the issues that caused the premature death of my mother. And it scared me. I don't want to die of heart disease. I don't want to die of a diabetic coma. I don't want to die of high blood strokes due to high blood pressure. So I'm basically doing things in my life to ensure that I don't do that, and to make sure that I don't die prematurely. Because honestly, I have nothing right now, and I want to be able to improve the quality of my life, to be there for my family, to be a grandmother one day, to be a great grandmother one day. I mean, that would be awesome. And those are my goals. My goal is not to my goal is not to die while there are still things about my life that I want to enjoy. And especially if I can do something about it to improve the quality of my life and increase my longevity, then I want to do that. Yes, there is a desire in me to lose the weight overnight automatically. And it causes the body stress. But there is also the desire to figure out, how in the hell am I going to do this? Because I'm not going to follow a fad diet. I'm not going to follow losing 75 pounds in 6 weeks. I'm not going to do that, because if I lose that 75 pounds in 6 weeks, I'll gain 80. And I cannot afford to do that as I get older. Nobody can afford to do that as they get older. Nobody wants to do that as they get older. Nobody should want to do that as they get older. I think as you get older, you want to live a better quality of life. And if I can change the way I eat to ensure that weight gain is not an issue for me, that I can enjoy myself, that I am feeding myself quality foods that reinforce how my body works, how I metabolize the foods that I eat, the health benefits of the foods that I eat, and incorporate anything into my diet regimen that is going to improve my health, then that's the only thing I want to do. One of the things that I have begun to do in my life that I just absolutely have fallen in love with is juicing. Juicing my fruits and vegetables that I can't consume on a daily basis. And it's not that I can't consume them, but if you're always having to worry about putting something in your mouth and chomping and eating it, then that is also kind of depressing. It is. But if you can have some fun with it, if you can get a juicer that will turn all your fruits and vegetables into a beverage or a smoothie that can energize you. I mean, just taking fruits and vegetables and doing them a different way to get the same benefit, or even a greater benefit. That's also another way to have fun. So basically, that's why I'm doing this video, is to just share with my followers where I'm at as far as my weight loss and my wellness journey, and as far as dismissing a lot of ideas that we seem as that are seen as gimmicky. I mean, they might give you some of those gimmicky ideas. They might give you like 1 or 2 ounces of weight loss, or 1 or 2 inches, but that might be just a way to improve yourself, like spot treating in different areas, where you feel that, that, well, this might be fun to try for and maybe if the technology is built right, it's something that you can have, as a um long-term additive, to your lifestyle. I mean, hopefully, I haven't seen one yet. Well, the treadmill is definitely one. There are a lot of fitness equipment ideas out there that are still with us today that are they're pretty steadfast in their popularity because they've shown that it works. It's beneficial to having those types of things in our life. So I had to share this video with you guys because that it's what's on my mind. So if you find a gimmick out there that you think that tickles your fancy, that you want to incorporate into your life, that's going to help improve the quality of your life, then I say by all means try it. Don't be so dismissive of things that that you see that kind of tickle you, because I was kind of tickled. That kind of tickle you. It's like, I bet you that doesn't work. But sometimes they offer therapy in different areas. You know what I'm saying? People invent gimmicks for one thing, but they could be beneficial in other areas. So just try some things out. Don't get stuck in your routine, because that's another thing about creating positive behavioral changes is being able to incorporate those things into your life that you're curious about. That you want to know, would this really work? And I want to try this if not just for a long-term effect, but to satisfy your curiosity. That's one thing that we always did as kids, and one thing that we always begged our parents for is toys and dolls and new technologies and innovation that we saw as kids that really excited us. So why can't we not continue that as adults? And I'm not talking about toys. I'm talking about serious technological innovations that inspire us to move and think in ways that can improve our quality of thinking, that can improve the quality of our relationships, that can improve the quality of our imaginations, even as we get older. Because that's also, I think, another fallacy, that as we get older, we don't use our imaginations. I think that as we get older, our imaginations are at work more than we think. So it takes 30 days to break a bad habit, and it also takes 30 days to learn a new, more positive, more productive behavior. Peace.